Another beautiful day here in the Sunshine State, and what a beautiful day to be doing new construction content. We have 4 models we're gonna get to see from one of the channel's favorite builders. Today we are in Zephyrhills, Florida, checking out Riverwood by Pulte Homes. What is going on YouTube? If you are new to the channel, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. If you clicked on today's video, it's probably because you are curious to see the amazing product that Pulte Homes is putting out. Well, we don't have 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 models we're gonna get to see today from one of the channel's favorite builders. I originally was supposed to be in Dade City doing a different builder, but I'm fortunate we ended up here because they have this beautiful plaza of model homes, and Zephyrhills is ever expanding as usual, as well as some of the surrounding areas. We have both residential and commercial development happening and at a rapid pace every single day. And I just can't get over how every time I come out here, there's something new to see. There's new builders, new homes, and even new businesses popping up left and right. Now, before we jump into these models in the community, I do want to preface the video by saying I am a licensed agent in the state of Florida. So if you have real estate goals, questions, or dreams about this community, or just the Tampa Bay area in general, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to drop my contact information on screen, and never hesitate to reach out, as I'm always here to be a resource for you. All right, y'all have had enough of me yapping. We have a lot to see today, so let's get right into it. Okay, so we're inside the Sonora. This is one of 2 two-story plans that we'll get to see today. And because we have so much to see, I'm gonna speed run the POV tour and just quickly point out some of the features that stood out to me in this model. So here's your entrance. You have a nice walk-in area here. And then as you go down your hallway, you have a half bath immediately to the right here. And then you have a coat closet there underneath the stairs. Walk into your kitchen. Your garage is there. Your laundry room is to the back of the kitchen here. You have beautiful dining room, recessed ceiling here in the main living room, and your primary suite is actually on the ground floor at the back of the home. One thing I actually loved about this model was you do have a covered, screened-in lanai area, but this specific model is actually built on a conservation, so you'll never have to worry about anyone building behind you. Now, headed upstairs, you have this beautiful loft area. This will be a perfect chill play area for the children, and you have some more storage back here. I thought was an odd placement for this, but given every family needs more storage, I guess this was a good fit for this floor plan. And then you have your guest bedrooms with an adjoined guest bathroom. And one last thing I wanted to point out before we walked out of here is how massive these closets are for the guest bedrooms. That's huge. Okay, so we're gonna jump over to our next model, and this is a single story, so we're gonna alternate. So it'll go second, 2-story, single story, 2-story, second story. Let's go. So we're now inside the Heston, and while it is staged beautifully, this is certainly one of their lesser floor plans in terms of size and grandiose. But nonetheless, let's flip the camera. I'll walk you through it and point out a couple of the key features. Okay, first thing, this accent wall right here, I absolutely love. But nonetheless, you can see immediately you have these really high ceilings and these exist throughout the entire home. Then immediately to the right here are your guest bedrooms, bathroom, and your other one here. And I just love this huge front window, makes for a ton of natural light. Now down here is going to be your garage, another guest bedroom, and laundry room. And then you walk into this great room where you have your kitchen, dining room, and living room, or as I like to call them, LDK. Then off to the back of the home here, on the back side of the living room, is your primary suite and primary ensuite bathroom. And I just absolutely love the way the shower looks. I'm not sure if it's the tile or the color or the glass or what, but I just personally love it. And again, we know this is a smaller floor plan, but they've still went ahead and granted you this screened in lanai space. They've got some patio furniture out there, so there's still enough space to enjoy, but significantly smaller than the last model next door. And now, one last thing before we step out of this model, y'all know I love to cook, and if you're a chef like me, then you will appreciate this. Gas grills. This is a gas community. So if you're someone who wants gas on their property, unlike several areas in the Tampa Bay area and Florida in general, then this could be the community for you. And then on top of that, to pair perfect with it is this oversized pantry. I mean, like, I'm fully in here, arms fully extended with the camera. You can see it's big in here. So this could be a chef's dream. I personally love to cook at home. So if you're the same, this might be for you. All right, we've got just 2 models left. We've got a 2-story coming up, so stick with me. I promise we're gonna get through this as quick as possible. All right, so this is the Mahogany Grand, and it is certainly grand. I'm gonna flip the camera and go over everything this floor plan has to offer because it is absolutely beautiful. All right, here is your entrance. And they have this beautiful icy blue, slate blue, gray blue accent wall. And then on the opposite side of the hall here, you have a front office, dual windows for great natural light. And then you come down the hall a little more and you have a half bathroom. Now we continue down the hall and we'll get upstairs in a minute, but you are immediately greeted by this beautiful wet bar, ton of cabinetry for excess storage space, and right behind is your beautifully designed kitchen, living room, and dining right on the back side of this couch for your LDK great room. Now here off the back of the kitchen, this will be your garage entrance. You have coat closet, laundry room, and this massive pantry, even bigger than the one we mentioned earlier. Like, look at that, and I'm fully in. Off the back here, on one side you have 2 guest bedrooms and a bathroom, but on the other side here is your primary suite. And I love how much space they allocated to just this room. You have this extra den here for more leisure and enjoyment, and then your ensuite bathroom. Dual vanity sinks, the same cabinetry as the kitchen, and then this beautiful white, glossy stand-up shower, and of course, massive walk-in closet. Certainly the biggest we've seen today, maybe the biggest we've seen in quite a while. Now, bonus, this, of course, is covered. You got some patio furniture here, but then you've got the pool, which is also screened in, a ton of space. The only downside that I'd say they flopped on this one is there's no entrance from either of the bedrooms out to the pool. You only have this one slider. I think they flopped there. They could have put a door right there It made it really accessible for either side of the home. Now we'll head upstairs. And at the top of the stairs, beautiful, beautiful loft. Ton of space. They've got desks set up there in case you wanted to have a space, you know, for an office, or your kids could come up here to study or just hang out. And then you have your HVAC room, a little bit of storage in there, out of the way from everything else. And an additional guest bedroom with a guest bathroom. This would make perfect for an in-law suite, complete privacy upstairs, away from the rest of the home. All right, so this is the Coral, the final of the 4 models we're gonna get to see today. And though significantly smaller than the last model, this might be my favorite one, and I'm gonna point out a few reasons why. Let's flip and walk through. All right, so immediately upon entry, you see these accents, and they only did half the wall. Absolutely love. It's on both sides. It goes all the way down the foyer. Now, you guys know I like dark accents, so check that out. Stunning. Then you come into this first guest bedroom, dark accent wall, stunning. Then you move even further down and you have this grandiose office, blackout curtains, dark cabinetry. Then you have glass pane, French doors, stunning. Now on the opposite side of the office here, you're gonna have a hallway. Your garage entrance is just there, and then your laundry room at the end of the hall. But you come in and you've got, once again, LDK, living, dining, and kitchen, all adjacent to each other. And they've went with this brown, almost mahogany color cabinetry here, which I absolutely love. Again, and dark, more dark, more dark, and even more dark accents moving into the primary suite. And this gets me every single time. But it doesn't end there. You have the same cabinetry from the kitchen here. And then you walk in, and this shower, oh my goodness, stunning. You know, dark accents, dark colors win my favor every single time. They've even got the beams in the recessed ceiling running across, and they have a darker wood up there as well. And then as you step outside, they've even got it staged with some darker furniture, even though the outside is almost this like gray blue, slate gray color. And then even the pool just looks majestic. It is absolutely lovely out here. We have a nice cool day here in Florida, but not too cold to where you couldn't come and enjoy this beautiful pool that Pulte Homes has installed for you. Okay, so we're done with the home tours, but on my way here, I had the opportunity to drive through downtown Zephyrhills, and it was my first time ever, and I was actually blown away at how many not only local but chain businesses have established themselves here and have really started to make this, what used to be very rural area, a more developed and urban area as residential and commercial development continues. You, of course, have all your basic needs, Publix, Walmart, grocery stores, things of that nature, all within just a couple miles. But you also have things like banks, schools, hair and nail salons, auto shops, other needs that, you know, should you need those things, you won't have to drive crazy far. Like, this isn't the rural area it once used to be. There are still some pastures here and there tucked in between, you know, the continuous residential developments, but they're shrinking at a very rapid pace as these builders continue to expand on their phases. Now, Zephyrhills is a little further out of the way compared to some of the other areas we've done content in this year. You're looking at about an hour into Tampa. It's about 50 minutes to an hour. probably 50 minutes to an hour also to Tampa International Airport. And if you're someone who is an avid beach goer, you're looking at an hour and a half up to 2 hours to St. Pete Beach or Clearwater Beach. So if you are someone who enjoys that beach lifestyle, then Zephyrhills probably isn't the place for you. But if you're comfortable with a decent commute into Tampa, you have work here, and you want more space for your family, then Zephyrhills is a good match. We covered a lot today, but if you like what you saw in today's video and you want to learn more about this community, please do not hesitate to reach out. I'm gonna drop my contact information on screen so you can get in touch. If you watched this far in the video, I genuinely appreciate you, and I want to remind you to go down, like, comment, and hit that subscribe button because it genuinely helps me continue to create more content like this for you guys. If you've been curious about new construction but don't know where to start, I'm going to drop a link to my free guide to buying new construction in the description of this video below. So just copy paste it into your search bar. It'll take you straight to the PDF file and you can download it absolutely free. There's a ton of information in there for you that I think will be helpful in getting you started in your home buying journey, even if it's not new construction, but especially if it's new construction. And if you're thinking about moving to the Tampa Bay area, please give me a call, text, or shoot me an email. I've given you guys so much and I don't want to keep you here any longer. So I'm going to wrap up the video here, but I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys real soon. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.